We've got a big day of racing coming up at Sha Tin on Sunday as the best horses in Hong Kong warm up for FWD Champions Day in 3 weeks' time. And joining me on the couch is one of the biggest names in Hong Kong racing. Here's what's coming up on Hong Kong Direct. The most successful trainer in Hong Kong racing history, John Moore, joins us ahead of saddling up Aethero and Beauty Generation. Plus, it was a special day of the races last week for Joe Moreira. We'll be looking back at that milestone win for him. But, John Moore, thank you for joining us on the show. It's a pleasure to have you here.
Yep.
Just looking back at the season so far, John, of course, last season you were fighting it out in the trainer's title with John Size. This season, 31 wins, 6 in the title at this point in time. How do you feel the stable's going?
Well, as John Size even said, you know, when you have these great seasons where your horses tend to get to their limit with respect to ratings, trainers will find it very hard unless they get virtual 30 or 40% influx of new blood to have any chance of winning a premiership or finishing up in the top 3. But my horses, you know, I did everything possible with them last season to win a premiership. And as I said, the ratings, you know, got very, very high. And this season we have to regroup. The horses have to re-rate themselves into a position where they can win races. So it's a bit of a struggle. I haven't got the full stable at the moment, even though I'm utilising China very, very much because I have a lot of success coming out of China, the facility over there. But if I could finish the season off with, 45 or something, just under 50, I'd be a very happy guy.
And this weekend looms as a big weekend for the stable. You must be excited to be taking Aethero back to the races after all these months off.
Definitely. He's, he could be he is a world-class sprinter as far as I'm concerned because he can go out in the 1200 and break 8. You know, any horse that can do that, you know, you've got really something on your hands. Now, his whole preparation from last season, May, when he was an outstanding Griffin, and right through to the December race, it was all very rushed. It's all part of the Hong Kong racing scene. The program dictates, and that's the way we went with him. But it really took its toll when he got to the invitation sprint, where he just got nutted. But it really took its toll on the system, and everybody knows through the vet reports that he threw a very, very high temperature. And it took a long time for him to recover from that.
All right, well, let's have a look at what Aethero will be facing when he lines up on Sunday. In the Group 2 Sprint Cup, it's race 7 on the card. Hot King Prawns coming off a tough win with a big weight last time out. John also saddles up Thanks Forever in the race. Mr. Stunning is a dual Hong Kong Sprint winner. DB Pin also a former Group 1 winner. Frankie Law's got Big Party in the race. Voyage Warrior is another promising sprinter, but mainly at 1,000 metres so far in his career. And the one we're all looking forward to seeing is the rocket of the racecourse, Aethero, who will line up for the first time since finishing 3rd, as John mentioned, in the Hong Kong Sprint. After the sprint, John, the talk was that you wanted to take him to Dubai for the El Quoz Sprint. As we know now, that meeting due to the coronavirus didn't go ahead. Is it sort of vindication in hindsight that you didn't press for Dubai, that you've given him a bit more time leading into Sunday now?
Definitely. I think it was a good move. He's given more time to recover from the high temperature and everything connected with that. So we've had, as I said earlier, that we've had lots of time to regroup, get him back into top form. He's had 2 trials leading into Sunday's race. So yeah, I think giving Dubai a miss was a good plan.
Fitness-wise, for his first up run since December, where have you got him at?
Well, of course, you've got to get feedback from the stable and the track, just what I'm seeing. I'm really happy with the progress that he's made since December. The feedback from Zach Purton, who's ridden him in the trials. The first trial, probably 3 weeks, a month ago, Zach got off and he just said he didn't think the horse was ready to run in that 1200, was about 2 weeks off that. So I said to him, good, we're not going to run him. We'll just concentrate on the Group 2 this Sunday. And in the meantime, we'll put a trial into him about 2 weeks out and just see how he trialled. And Zach came in and said, no, he's, may I use the word cherry ripe, and let's go for that race.
Is the Chairman's Sprint Prize at the end of the month his grand final?
Yes, it is. It's. I think I explained to the press that it's sort of an initial bout for him, leading into the big one.
The preliminary.
That's the word I was looking for. Yeah, the preliminary bout, and then progressing to the Group 1 on Champions Mile Day.
So even if he's not 100%, say going into Sunday first up run, not his grand final, do you go there thinking that he'll win?
No, I still think he'll win the race. It's all positive. The feedback from the riding boys, the feedback from the stable, and what I'm seeing. I don't think this horse. He never carries condition. He's a big fellow. He's nearly 17 hands, 1,200 pounds a horse over, and he just eats up every day. But it just doesn't show when you look at this fantastic athlete. So from the point of view, I still think that he's going into the race pretty close to his best on the weekend.
He's won 5 from 7. He's still only a 3-year-old. You've been involved in this game for a long, long time, John, but do you allow yourself to get excited by a horse like Aethero?
Definitely, because he's the real deal. I've said to the owner, we could have one of the best sprinters in the world right here in Hong Kong. But we just have to nurture him a bit because he's only a 3-year-old.
And what about Thanks Forever? Particularly in his last few starts, I've thought, John, his defeat to Beat the Clock in the Group 1 sprint back in January, has he come of age with this prep, do you think?
He's been a slow maturing horse, very uncomfortable amongst horses. We all saw that when he went round the bend, the 1200 round the bend. He just wasn't a happy horse. So we had to, it was trial and error, put him in races, put him round a corner and just get him comfortable amongst horses. That we did, and we could see the light at the end of the tunnel because every run was getting better and better and better. And then the other day, he ran a great second to a very, very good horse. So, and that was over ground. So after missing the start. So from that point of view, the 1200, if he gets away cleanly, I can see him being right there in the finish. And the weather report on the weekend is for showers. I've been reminded by a few friends offshore that Dewports excel on wet ground.
Yes, the weather forecast is for rain as well too, so that's fortuitous. So there, Aethero and Thanks Forever lining up in the Sprint Cup. More from John after the break when we talk about the stable's banner horse, Beauty Generation.